Hello, friends. James Stevenson and Loki back with another episode of Who's Hating Hard on Tesla Today? As Loki obscures the screen here. What are you up to, buddy? Trying to make a video here about who's hating hard on Tesla today. Maybe I'll roll the sizzle. Who's hating hard on Tesla today? It is Anthony Pesec, at Anthony Pesec on X, who sent this tweet. I'll share my desktop. And you can keep an eye on Loki right here. This is Loki in my cam, if he's going to keep standing here, I guess. Anthony says, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me every single year with the same absurd stock pumping business for a decade. Call me a Tesla shareholder," retweeting Elon Musk, saying Tesla robotaxi unveil on 8/8. So Tesla Q lost their minds when this tweet came out, as they often do when Elon Musk talks about robotaxis, because he's been talking about them for so long. And what I like to do when that happens is reply, just like you thought anyone who forecast more than 0 Cybertrucks in 2023 were fools. He likes to throw the word fool around. So I found this screenshot from July 17th of 2023. Hey, folks, that's less than a year ago. That's like 9 months ago. Watusi began this thread. A single Tesla Cybertruck was announced to have been produced this past weekend. This is what's called a manufacturing prototype. There are still no configurable trims or pricing. This means the Cybertruck likely won't be available for sale this year either. That is all. So I wanted to get him on the record. I replied, "So you're forecasting 0 Cybertruck deliveries in 2023? That seems to be the implication of what he said." Anthony Pesec dove in here to save him with LOL, seriously. So he can't claim to have been kidding. LMAO, wake up to the scam, chump. And then he put a screenshot on it of the previous quarter's investor letter that said Cybertruck status was tooling. They were in tooling in June of 2023. That was the status of the Cybertruck project. And then they went to pre-production, and then they went to release candidate production, and then they went to production, and then they had the Cybertruck deliveries event. I was there. It was the end of November. I saw 10 Cybertrucks get delivered that day at Tesla's Giga Austin factory. Rob Maurer was over my right shoulder, and K10 was on my left shoulder, along with Satoshi. We had a terrible view, but at least we were together. That event was held on a flat floor in the factory, so you couldn't really see Elon on account of all the people between us and him, some of whom were tall. Watusi replied, "He is part of the scam," meaning me. I'm part of the scam that tries to convince people that Tesla's going to deliver Cybertrucks before the end of 2023. Well, how you like me now? Let me scroll down here to show you this reply from Brian White, Futuraza, formerly My Tesla Weekend, at Futuraza on X. Don't forget the E in Futuraza. "It's easy to say these aren't smart people, obviously. It's more accurate to say they aren't honest people. It's most accurate to say they're dishonest people who aren't nearly clever enough to realize how clear their dishonesty is." I replied, "I don't know what else they are besides unwilling to entertain the possibility that they are wrong. They thought there would be no Cybertrucks delivered in 2023, and then there were." Steven Spencer, at @Spencer_SMB, replied, "Having interacted with the Tesla community and Tesla Q since 2019, my back-of-the-napkin math says Tesla supporters are probably 2 standard deviations IQ higher than Tesla Q," with the laughing face with tears of joy emoji. I replied, "Any organization considering Matthew Battle one of its most important thought leaders won't outsmart an oily bag of wrenches." Brian replied, "At least they knew to add oil. Most of Tesla Q is about as valuable as a rusty bag of wrenches." All right. So there's your video for today. That is Anthony Pesec calling people fools, because that's what he does, even though the folks he hangs out with are, in all seriousness, the most foolish investors alive. And that's who's hitting hard on Tesla today. So with that, I will show you Loki one more time. He got back over to his bed and laid down, finally. And I'll thank you for watching the video. Remind you to like the video if you liked the video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if that's where you're watching my video. Thank you to everybody who supports me if you're doing that on Patreon or on X or by joining my YouTube channel as my executive producers, Kathy Kitchler and Rebellionaire.com did, and I'll see you in the next one.